It's a wonderful, beautiful day. How are ya? Um, anyway, I'm here with some items to show you from Wish Me Luck Thrifting, and I hope you'll all sit back and enjoy. And, you know, sometimes you may be able to comment if you want to and do, give some feedback. But anyways, not going to hold you up too long, so first items I have are these two beautiful, just nothing special but Ray Dunn cups. And they're nice and colorful. You know, Ray Dunn, you'll always find a cup out there somewhere, some way, shape, or form. Some stores sell them for lots, other stores sell them for less. I know they don't go for that much because they come a dime a dozen, There's always Ray Dunn cups out there, but I don't pick a lot of them up. I pick the odd ones up, but these two I thought were really nice and colorful at the same time. So this one says mom, wife, teacher. It's nice to give to someone for a gift. You could make put some little stuff inside of it, like some gift cards or lots of things you could put in, a candle, anything. And then this one is really pretty, cheery. This is a really cheery cup from Ray Dunn. Happy spring, even though it's summer now, but I mean you could still use it any time of year. And they're just nice to put on display in your home, colorful. So those are two Ray Dunn cups. Sometimes I see these and they have high prices on, especially that Value Village. They put high prices on those cups, and sometimes you go in them stores and they have tons of items, and you can go in there week after week after week after week after week, and the same items are sitting there on those shelves. It's because of the prices. I mean, you really need to want that stuff to pay the prices that they put on a lot of the junk. And and then you think, well, all that time it sits on shelf, you think they'd mark it down, put them down low. You think they'd have a markdown somewhere, some of the shelves, and make things reasonable, but they don't. You see them. Sometimes you hear them smashing that stuff, take that stuff off the shelves like they're blue mad because nobody bought it. Well, they're not going to buy it. People, you have to think, they got to rethink their prices and stuff because things are high now, and people don't have the money they had years ago to just throw down money for any old thing. But so I had two Ray Dunn, and those were really reasonable prices. I couldn't believe the low prices that were on these. And I see cups many a times these, but the prices are high, and it's not called for, those high prices. It's really horrible. Because they, like I said, they sat on the shelf week after week, and people aren't going to buy. You really have to, want that stuff. I hate to repeat myself, but anyway, it's really sad when you see that happening now, the thrift stores, and I think they're losing more money than making money because of, how they're charging these high prices and everything, and they're just not selling them. And the quality is not good in those prices. A lot of that stuff says made in China on it. And people aren't looking for things most people aren't looking for stuff that say made in China. I mean, it's not, like I always say, there's not wrong stuff made in China, but it's just mass produced. There's lots of it. You can get made in China items anywhere, anytime. You may get the odd one that might be a vintage, or older. Shouldn't say vintage. I don't even really know what the real meaning of vintage is. We keep saying that, and who really knows? But anyways, and everything you see today, everything says made in China on it in those thrift stores, and they're putting higher and higher prices on when they shouldn't, because that's not the kind of stuff people are looking for. More older items, than the items that they're putting out nowadays. This is a beautiful top that I found. The sleeve is beautiful. I like the sheerness of it. and it's beaded, and it has these beautiful beads all over it. And then the front of it, same beads on this sleeve. And it's just a beautiful top. I mean, the color of it's nice. Look at all the detailing and all the, design on it, and it's just beautiful the way they designed it. And it's got the blue stone here, and it's got pearls here. Still has their tag on it, and it's got stones all around the collar. It's really, really, really nicely made. It's just a beautiful top. It's only a size medium. It's a beautiful top though. And then at the bottom it has the beading on it, on the bottom of it, little beads. It has the little beading on the bottom. So it's a really nice, and the material's really nice. And it is lined, and then it's lined with this gray material, which is really nice. But overall, you could tell it was really, really done really good. So I'm gonna read the tag and see. I did look at that tag before, but I can't remember what it really said. It says it's blue. It says Origins. It's all I can see, and it says Ocean Mall, Clifton, Karachi. So I don't think it was even. I don't know what Karachi. It says care and washing instructions: wash separately, do not dry in shade. Dry in shade, don't dry in the sun, and do not bleach. Well, we know that. I would never put bleach and stuff anyway, especially clothes. It says M, but then it has a 3 on it. I don't know what that means. And it's just overall, it's just a beautiful top. And the material of it's so nice. So, it was made somewhere really, it looks like a really expensive top. The material and everything's nice. I really like the sheerness of these sleeves, and then it has a little sleeve inside. And beautiful. So that is, and I found that out on my travels, and that was really cheap. This was, and I got where's the other? I've got another really nice top. I'm gonna bring that out and show it. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it out and show it. If you don't mind holding on for 1 minute, I'm gonna bring this top out and show it. I hope I didn't already. No, I didn't hang it up because I wouldn't hang it up because it needs to be folded. Now this top is a beautiful dressy top for anyone that likes the bling bling. For people that like the bling, it still has the tag on it. And this is really beaded and sequenced. This is a really nice one, really beaded sequenced top. Beautiful for for a nice outing. You have to go to something special. You need a nice outfit, nice pair of black pants or satiny pants or something would go good with this. So the top is just plain, the back is just plain, but the front is beautiful. And this is called Iceberg. This is called Iceberg. It still has the tag on it. It's brand new. Because when I went to the store, everything in the store was 50% off, all the clothes and everything. And sometimes you find, a lot of, like the top I just showed, the first one and this one. And I mean, reasonable. Sometimes you get those two tops for under $8, 50% off. So this one says Iceberg. I don't see a price that might have been on it. Sometimes it has the price on it with it. That one didn't have a price either. But I'm trying to see where this could have been made. It's in thing about this is in a language that I don't speak, and I have no idea what the language is, but it has extra sequences on it. So let's see if it's a tag or anything inside. Okay, wait, now here's another tag. Oh, okay, it's made in Italy. It's made in Italy. 100%. I had to switch glasses, and these aren't my best seeing glasses, but they're stylish glasses, but they're not, because they change, when they change your strength of your glasses, and I'm used to wearing the other ones. Yeah, so anyway, this is made in Italy. I thought it had to be made somewhere that, where they make really beautiful clothes. And that is a beautiful, I'm telling you, a beautiful top. It's gorgeous. All that sequins and stuff on it, the time it takes. I guess it's probably machine made. One time I used to have those shops where they did all that beading and all that kind of stuff by hand, but I'm pretty sure this probably wasn't made by hand. But anyway, it's a beautiful top overall. Beautiful. So anyway, that's the closing part I got. Now I'm going to show these. These are those material samples that they have in the stores, or for upholstering, or beautiful colors. There's so many of them. I got these in Halifax when I was in the store, and the colors are just beautiful, and the material. I know people used to collect these little samples, and I guess you can do a lot of stuff with them. You can even, some people do their walls in cloth. You could even take these, probably and however they put the cloth on their walls, use certain pieces. Beautiful though. Look at the colors on it. Yeah, so I just thought they were beautiful, all the little samples and in these little packets. This one is, let's try to see what this one says. Focus decorative textures. And then this one was, these are beautiful, just beautiful. The patterns, like I couldn't stop looking at them. They had so many of them. I didn't know which ones to choose from. I would have liked to have taken them all, but they were kind of costly. If you took them all, I had to pick the ones that I thought were really nice. And then when I did go back to the store a couple days later, I thought if they still have any, I'd maybe get a couple more. But no, they were all gone. And then I've got this one. And the material in them, the patterns are just beautiful. I don't know what you could do with these. Like I said, people do different things with them. I mean, you could make, I don't know, you could make, use them for upholstery and anything. For upholstery or for your walls. For picture frames. For picture frames. Really crafty little pieces. That's that one. Then here's another one. And then this one is upholstery. I'm just not going to read the stuff that's on. I'll just show you. And this one is another nice little piece. So anyway, that's that. Whew, my arm. And then I've got another one. This one is like the, you know, the Sherlock fabrics that, you know, that type of wool fabric. Beautiful. This one is really, twill and tweed and oh God, I can't think of the names of the patterns when you want to. There's so many. You've got, some of them are called like blonde and ochre and Venetian brown and rich oak and Yorkshire and just goes on and on. Fox hunt and deep ocean, parchment paper, crashing wave. You see that? Oh yeah, that's pretty. That blue one called crashing wave. And they just go on and on. It's beautiful. Oh, all kinds of little, you know, those samples. They're nice even to put in a, say if you're interior decorating, like to hang these in your office and all that stuff. They just make beautiful decorations too. I just wish I could have taken more. That's the one I just showed you, but the colors and stuff are really nice. So that was the first one I showed. Then the last one I had is this larger one. And this one is limited textures. These are J. Ennis Fabrics. This one has a lot of fabrics in it. Look, just look at the pieces of fabric, and then there's so many. This one has three little different things here. And then this side. There's so many of them. That really nice. Really nice. pieces. Colors are beautiful. So anyway, these are these texture things. Beautiful. So I took 6 of them. You know, I wanted to take more, but I thought, well, I don't want to get too greedy and take them all, but there was a lot of them. 6 pieces I took. But the colors are just beautiful. It's a nice colorful one. And this little one, this one was the most colorful, I think. This was the most colorful one. So anyways, yeah, so that's my material pieces I found, those little samples. So if nobody, you know, if I don't I'm gonna get rid of them, I'll have to see what I can do with them. I was glad to find them though. Then this is a nice ruler I found. It reminds you of one of those rulers, I think it's years ago when they, you know, looks like it was on a chalkboard or something, like you say, a piece of chalk on here, or I don't know if you can see the whole thing, but I'll go like this and show it. It's got a hole in it so you can hang it up. And it's only have the numbers on one side. No numbers on this side. On this side says physical, something, I can't read the rest. Physical, I don't know what that says. But anyway, I thought this was a nice old find. I think it's one of the older rulers. And this says it was made in Canada anyway, this ruler. Made in Canada. So that was a good find. Numbers go up to 1 to 35. It's 1 to 35. Yeah. Yeah. So that's my ruler part. Then I got this cute little planter. Someone had already painted a terracotta, but I guess someone painted it like this. I just wanted it for outdoors anyway. And it's already painted, got the colors on it, so I don't have to do anything to it, but just put the plant in it, put a thing under it, and let it roll, rock and roll. And then I found this little, sometimes I like picking up these little things. They're old. Like this one said from 1956 to 1957. Little bowling trophy. Someone got it for bowling. Didn't have a name or anything on, but it does have, I got the little plaque, it was here, fell off, but the little plaque that says 1956 to 57 on it. And it's a woman bowling with a bowling ball. Sometimes they're nice to decorate with. And I also found, which is something sometimes you really need when you're out in them stores, especially remember in the shoe stores years ago when you used to go and buy shoes, try shoes on. And, you know, the sales people in the stores years ago were so nice, and they were always willing to help right there, come over to you. You know, when you tried shoes on, they gave you shoe horns, they gave you a little sock to put on your foot. and shoe horns and stuff. Well, you don't get that treatment nowadays. And so what I did, I found this little bag of shoe horns, because sometimes you go in the store to try a pair of shoes on and stuff and you don't have a shoe horn. Look at this little one. You don't have a shoe horn. So there's 1, 2, 3 I found in this bag. And here's another one, 4. And there are times when you really need a shoe horn. This is from Clark's. 5. Naturalizer. 6. Yeah, you don't get that same kind of treatment nowadays that you used to get. Then here's some metal ones. This is a little metal one. 6, 7. 7. 8. I didn't know how many was in this. 9. These are metal ones here. 9 and 10. I didn't even know how many was in it. So I got 10 shoe horns in one bag. Sometimes you can't ever find one shoe horn, so found 10 in one bag. So it's good to carry a little shoe horn in your purse, because you never know where you're going to be at and you need to try a shoe on. You don't have a shoe horn. Like the service nowadays is not like it will never be like it was years ago. We can't even expect that anymore. I mean, you don't even have friendly people in the stores anymore to talk to. They put people in these stores nowadays that don't have a clue about what's in the stores, how to help you, how to talk to you. You don't know who to approach in the stores nowadays to get help. Because most times when you do approach somebody, it's like, should I approach that person, or will they know anything about what I'm going to ask them? And most times, no, they don't have a clue. Then they start speaking to you like, and you can't understand what they're saying. Most times I know they don't understand what you're saying, or they pretend they don't know. But yeah. So when you're in them stores nowadays, you have to, help yourself find items and stuff, because you just don't have that friendliness anymore. It's all gone. Just don't have it. No more of that, which is sad, because, us older people were used to all that friendliness when you went in the stores, and, service and a nice hello and thank you and you're welcome. You don't get all that stuff anymore. People don't even know how to, you say thank you and you're welcome to them, people look at you like you're half nuts. They don't even understand, say thank you, and you say it to them at the cash registers when you're, when you're checking out or whatever, and they don't even acknowledge you. They don't even acknowledge it, like you just said thank you to them. They never say you're welcome. There's no manners. They don't have any. Don't have any. I found this little, well, I like to take these, even if I don't use them. I just think they're so colorful, these little postcard albums or photo albums, whatever you want to put in them, And I just think they're really colorful. And this one has little pictures in it that they're probably old. Stickiest stuff in town. Botch tape. Vile soap used by people who want privacy. Then you had 8 lives. Tuna bones. 8 lives. It was 9 lives, wasn't it? Uses up 8 of your cat's lives in one meal. So there's these little stickers on the inside of this. Little old stickers. Then you've got the slot, the places for your postcards, or the whatever you put in them. And then on this side you got the old stickers too. Someone stuck in it. And one of them is says boo-hoo tear flavored drink. Drink it and weep. And the next one, well, plastered peanuts. Plastered peanuts, whiskey flavor. Flavored by drinkers everywhere, it says. Excuse me. And then this is called Russian dressing, fishbone. That's what it smells like. Russian dressing. Then the next one is A-Jerks. Oh, this must be jokey stuff. I think it's, yeah, it says A-Jerks, the do nothing cleanser. You gotta be a jerk to use it. Oh my gosh. That's the sticker that's on that one. I think these are funny stickers. Then the next one, yeah, because this one says Log Cave-In Syrup. It's what? It's, can't make that up. Then the next one says Guppy Jippy or Jippy popcorn, no flavor. Then the next one says bleach. Things grow better with bleach, shampoo, and fertilizer. Grow flowers in your hair. Then the next one says brittle soap pads, removes grease, grime, and skin. The next one is Pee-wee bleach. And it looks like the can of shoe shine stuff. But they're all, I think, yeah, they're all funny little things. So that's a cute little little postcard collector book. And then this next thing is so cute. It's, well, I don't know, cute, but I think it's collectible. It's a wooden yo-yo. I think that's wood. Well, anyway, it's nice, and it's I can't do it because I need it. I can do the yo-yo, but I can't do it sitting here. But it does work. And I spotted this on a shelf in the store when I was in Halifax, and I said, oh, I must get that. They charged me $1.99 for it, but that was cute. For the executive, the man with pull. That's what it says on it, and it's a yo-yo. Large, too. It's a large yo-yo. It's a cute little, pastime. People used to do yo-yo years ago. So that's what that is, the yo-yo. And then I got these two little novelty, fridge magnets. One says love and the other one says friends. So they're just cute little objects. Two of them. And then I've got, I found a square plate because sometimes when I make a square cake, I never have a plate when I take it out the pan to put it on. I found a nice square plate to put it on finally. Couldn't find the right size, but that's a good one from a cake. It's only a plain white square plate. And then this one is this one was like 50 cents or something. So I said, oh, green and white sometime is collectible, so I'll take it. And this says the Old Curiosity Shop on the back of it. It says under Log Underglaze or something like that. And it says by Royal. The Old Curiosity Shop on the back of it. Yeah, it says here the Old Curiosity, but it's nice green and white plate. I don't know if that's something, I don't know if you call this transferware or not. I'm not sure. I know sometimes when I see people showing the red plates that it they call it transferware. So I'm not sure about this one, but it's a nice plate. And then I've got this, found this bag, this nice little makeup bag. It's good size. Nice makeup bag. It's called 31. Yeah, so anyway, and then I found some other things inside of this. I took a few, not inside of this. I put these things inside of this, what I'm talking about. I found some of these little cases. This is a little leather one for your glasses, because they're good to have. This is called kits, but it's good to have the little extra glass cases. Sometimes you get extra glasses and the glasses is all over the place. You need some little, glass cases to store them in. And a lot of them stores you go in nowadays, they charge quite a bit for glass cases. So they had these all for little or nothing. These were all for little or nothing, these ones. So this is a nice one. This one that clips onto your shirt, or wherever you want to clip it. And then this is a pair of glasses that I found that are really nice. You could always use the frames for something else, but nice pair of glasses. They have all stones on the sides of them. There's all stones on them. But nowadays to change your glasses sometimes costs just as much. If you get a frame you want to put the glass in, well, it costs just as much. You may as well get a new pair of glasses. And the price of eyeglasses are so expensive nowadays of this world. And I find the glass quality is not good. You wipe them glasses and they look like there's film on the glasses, like it's some kind of stuff on that doesn't come off. You got to keep wiping them glasses. And that glass wash that they give you to clean your glasses with, that's not even no good half the time. That's cheap. I don't know what in the heck they're putting in the stuff nowadays. Then I found this little metal case. I see these little cases, but they're not metal anymore. They're like, they're not metal. But this one's a cute little metal one, and it had these little pair of glasses in it. So a little pair of glasses were in it. So, it's nice. Cute little pair of glasses. So they came right in that, right in the little case, which is cute. That is, just a little portable case, for someone, if you can wear that, if those glasses fit your eyes, nice little, put in your pocket, a man or whatever, and it's not in the way. It's just a cute little glass case. Then the last one I found was this one. This is a beautiful case. It has all the gold and silver sequins on it. I don't think that's thread. I think that's that sparkly stuff that that you put on stuff. But the way they designed it is really nice. And this is an older case. I don't know how old. It's not that old, no, because it still has the tag inside with a barcode on it. So I don't know how old this would be. But anyway, this came from Sears. It's called Sears Gold Wave Sparkle. Sears Gold Wave Sparkle is what it says. And so it's I paid like 50 cents for that, and so it's cute. So that was the little things I found for for little or nothing. But those extra cases are always good to have. People may not think they are, but I'm telling you, you need them. So that's that, everybody. So anyways, I'm going to end this video in a few minutes. So there's other stuff I have. It's just this was a brand new back scratcher, and boy, I'm telling you, sometimes back scratchers come in handy, especially when you get a mosquito bite or something on your back where you can't reach. So this one's still new with the tag, and you know, so that they're good to have, keep in the house, because you never know when you need one. And then I got this set. It's a nice pair of gloves, longer, to go up your arm. You got your arms in the oven, because boy, I'm telling you, I never got so many burns on my arm. Last burn I had, that thing took a long time, but it's starting to fade away. So anyway, this is the gloves. I got the gloves and the two towels to go with them. These are nice for this time of year, nice and colorful. Still brand new. You can tell they've never been used. It's a nice set. Yeah. So you wash, you know, when you get stuff, you just wash it off, throw it in washing with some salt, vinegar, and you know, and they freshen your stuff up and kill any germs, and some salt and vinegar and Tide, and or whatever type of, you know, soap powder you like to use. I know Tide's really expensive. I like Tide, but it's gotten so expensive now. I used to buy the boxes of Tide at Walmart. They were cheap. Sometimes one time they was like $15 or 16, 12, 15, went up to 18, then they kept going up 20, 22. Now they're up to 27 or almost $30 a box for dish detergent. Just keeps going up higher and higher time you go to buy a box. Yeah, get crazy out there. They won't listen to people, that the cost of living is so high, people can't live anymore. You know, that's why there's so many out on the street. They're giving up. They're giving up their homes and giving up paying bills and giving up, you know, all this expensive stuff, because, I mean, you don't have a cent left for yourself. They take every cent, the government, you know, they won't help you. They're taking every cent that you make instead of helping. You know, people's rents is just taking every poor little cent people make. But they're not listening. I don't know what they're listening to or what the heck is going on in their minds. Got to regulate and get Canada, you know, back in order. But it's happening all over the world. But, you know, I'm talking about Canada in general, because people shouldn't have to, you know, choose between living in a house or an apartment or living outdoors. They don't want people living outside and making all this mess and having tents and sleeping bags and mess all over the place everywhere you go. So they're going to have to do something to build homes for them. I mean, something affordable. If you can build condos and all these type of things and keep putting these big skyscrapers up and everything, you better start building affordable housing for people. It's a damn shame that people have to live the way they do. You got to make a choice between, and you know, it's a sin when people have kids and it goes like that and they have to live outdoors. They got no place to go. I mean, families can only help people so much. You know, poor elderly people, seniors are taking people in, taking the family members' stuff back in. They can't put up with them in the foolishness. You know, they shouldn't have to put up with that stuff. People should be able to afford a place to live this out. And they got to get off of them drug stuff, start spending all the money on them friggin' drugs and all that stuff, and get their lives in order. That's what the problem is. A lot of it. They do get money. The government gives them a little bit. Well, the little bit of money they get, that would never pay for any kind of rent anyway nowadays. But, you know, if they get their own self together and get out there and get themselves a job and try to make it in some kind of way, oh gosh, You just feel bad. The drugs is just taking over people's life. Not only the bad drugs, fentanyl and all that stuff, all that weed and stuff, everybody just keeps going on and on, smoking it. I never seen nothing like it before in my life. But anyway, that's their prerogative, but it's up to yourself to have the willpower to do the things that you want to do and the things that you shouldn't be doing, you know right from wrong. So I just pray for everybody that, it all comes together, because it's a sad situation. Homelessness is not fun, and it's not right, but it's a dirty situation, because everywhere you look it's filthy. They don't clean up after themselves, and if they took their garbage and put it in bins and stuff or tied it up, it wouldn't be so bad, but they just let it go, overflow everywhere, and it's a disgrace. Oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Makes you worry, because the overflow of garbage and stuff is not good. But anyways, we just have to hold our heads high and hope for the best. So anyway, I got this little item. It's just 4 little bamboo plate holders, for outdoors. When you're outdoors eating, you put your plate on. And they're cute to have, because sometimes you need, especially those paper plates are so thin, get thinner and thinner, everything's getting worse. The quality of everything is getting worse and worse out there, that you got to do what you can to make it a little better. But these are good to hold your plates with in the summertime. So anyway, I think these are a little older, because I don't know if they still come in these bags. These were from Canadian Tire, but I don't know. I've never looked at this stuff in Canadian Tire, so I'm gonna go take a look one of these days and see if they still make these in the bags. I could be calling them older, but maybe they're not. I don't see barcode or anything on this, but I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to check it out one of these days, just see if they still make these, or if they sell them in them stores anymore. I doubt it. And the last item, no, I have 3 more items. So anyways, these are just two items I have. Sorry about that, I forgot I had these. These make nice little decorations. They're not expensive. They're just, cheap little vases. But they're blue and white. Blue and white can blend in with anything and make anything look, really nice. And so anyways, I just took those one day to, if I don't use them myself, somebody else can. But I usually don't use blue and white, but you can blend it in anywhere. I got a few blue and white pieces, so I thought these were, really nice. Not inexpensive, but you don't need expensive stuff to decorate with. You can make the most out of anything. So they're nice, and they only stand. I don't measure a lot of stuff anymore, but these are well, they're about almost 9 inches in height, maybe 8 3/4 inches in height. A cute little blue and white vases. Then I've got this beautiful little lamp. I think it might be crystal. I don't think it's glass. I think it's crystal. It's a beautiful chunky little lamp, but it would look nice with a little shade, or even without the shade. It's older, because you can tell with these plugs and stuff that they're older. And I like the style of this, that the bulb, I forget what you call that the bulb sets in. I don't know how does this go? I don't know how this goes, this handle, this switch. I don't know. Oh, you just turn it. It's just a chunky little lamp, and it's nice for a small area if you don't have a lot of space to put it in. To put a little lamp in, you find a little shade. Oh shoot, yeah, okay. I just thought of something. I did have this little shade And I thought, where could I put that shade? Now I know what I was going to get it for. It was this lamp when I was out. Yeah, so it's cute for anybody that likes a nice little dresser lamp, or you have a little table in a corner, you want some light, or behind your TV. It's a nice little chunky lamp. Okay, now my last item. Well, this is I have some of these, but I couldn't resist taking this because I see these out all the time, and they've been getting expensive and more expensive. This one is not in the best shape. It's kind of loose, but I guess it could be tightened up and everything. Oh yeah, you could tighten this up. This was made in England. Well, I know the bottom part says England. On the bottom it says made in England. This set. Now I don't know if it's the whole set or all these pieces. Yeah, they look all alike, the pieces, yeah. Well, it says made in England. I usually don't look and see where they're made, but this one on the bottom does say made in England. And it does have to be tightened up, which is no biggie. But for $5 for this set, I mean, you can't go wrong. I left the price on it. It was $4.99 for the set. And then cheaper than that because I got it on Senior's Day. A nice fireplace set for you. Or you can even, if you have a pit, a fire pit or something outdoors, you can use these for outdoors too. But, or just for decoration, but really nice. I mean, you don't find them like that too much for $5. So this was in excellent condition. The little thing that picks up the coals and stuff, or pick up your wood. So it's really, you can't, some items, like I say, if you look around, and you can find affordable items, but most times nowadays you're not finding affordable items out there. But when you can, you have to grab them, because if you don't, somebody will. I know there's many times I should have taken things and I thought, oh, I'm not going to take that, maybe. And I used to say maybe, I'll go back and look at it. But what happened over the years was, that's them same items I used to say I'll take, other people took them. Well, I don't say that anymore. I put them in my cart and just carry them around with me. And then if I decide, I don't want it on the end, I'll put it back. But I learned my lesson. Keep them until you're ready to decide if you're going to buy them. Because if you don't, someone else is right there to grab the item, which I don't blame them. But anyways, I took this one, so thought it was a great buy, and I think anybody else would have too. So everybody, I hope you're out there finding yourself some good deals, or find yourself deals from these shows or online, or anywhere you can get them. So I just want to say once again, thank you very much for watching today again, and holding, or sticking around, I should say, and putting up with my me. So I hope you enjoyed the items anyway, and it gives you a little something to do to watch these shows. I know sometimes it can be boring, we can be boring, but sometimes do the best you can. No expert. We just do these off the top of our head. Find the items. Sometimes we keep for ourselves and decorate with. Other times we, been selling them. I really haven't been on the ball yet for selling items because, well, you get busy, and things just don't go the way you want it to. But anyway, if anybody does see things and they want to buy them, you'll have to send us a email and let us know, because sometimes we just don't get the stuff out there when we should. We don't know if people's interested in stuff or not. But if you are, just send us an email, let us know. So anyways, everyone, you have yourself another great day, and I thank you very much, and thanks for subscribing to all the subscribers that do subscribe. I don't have that many, but thank you very much. And I just got to say, yes, we will come back and do this again.